Hi, welcome to Physics Unveil. I'm Franklin Einstein. So today we're talking about the electric field. This is Physics 102 course, electric physics 1 of the course outline, all the course contents in Physics 102. So we're talking about electric field, what is it, and everything, and the formulas in it. So let's go straight in knowing first of all what the electric field is. So let's see what electric field is. Now we can see that the electric field is a region where a force acts on a charged body placed in a region. This is a secondary school definition, but that's what we'll take as electric field, the definition, just definition. But you have to add the mathematical formulas when defining what electric field is, in case they ask you in your test. You understand? So you tell them this is it, and then you write out the formula to them. You understand? Let's go straight into know what electric field intensity is all about. Now, as we can see, the electric field intensity E at a point in an electric field is a force per unit charge acting on a positive test charge placed at that point. That is very important. That positive test charge, don't forget to put that. It is highly important. Yes. Alright, so this is the definition about electric field intensity. Note that electric field intensity and electric field are the same thing. In a question, when being asked a question, they ask you find the electric field intensity, find the electric field. They are all talking about the same thing. There's no need to say, okay, there's a difference. No. In the equation, electric field intensity and electric field are the same thing. Each of them have the same formula. We will talk about the formula very soon. So this is what you need to know. So please don't forget to put that positive test charge. That is where people make mistake in. Understand? So that is about electric field intensity. Just get this formula. You can pause it, can write it, can jot it in your notes, so you can know what this thing is. Now let's go into the formula of electric field intensity. Now electric field intensity is just force per unit charge. You understand? That is just a major formula for electric field intensity. The force per unit charge, force is in coulomb, charges in force in Newton, charges in coulomb. Sorry for that mistake. And there's a formula again, which most of them don't know. Electric field is voltage over distance. Very important. Most people don't know this formula. Then the unit from the equations is that the unit for electric intensity is Newton per coulomb or volt per meter. You can see that place. So that is just what you need to know about electric field intensity. So let's even and also know that electric field intensity also is a vector quantity. So in exam they can ask you what is a vector quantity, or is electric field a vector quantity? The answer is yes. Electric field is a vector quantity. So you get that. Please jot that in your notes. Let's just solve a question. Now let's look at this question. Jot it down in your notes. Now look at this question. They say when a 10 microcoulomb charge is placed at a certain point, it experiences a force of 2 times 10 raised to power minus 4 Newton. In the x direction, what is the electric field E at that point? So you have the parameters there, you just apply the formulas and that will be it. The x direction doesn't mean anything. So those are things you need to just jot down, it doesn't really mean anything. So that is that for that. Let's see how we can solve this question and know it very well. Now let's solve the question. Now we're told that when a 10 microcoulomb charge is placed at a certain point, it experiences a force of 2 times 10 raised to power minus 4 Newton in the x direction. What is the electric field E at the point? Now this question is very, very simple. Now we've known what electric field is. So now the first thing you need to do is to write down your parameter. I always say this in physics department, they like when people write down their parameters. You get? So what is given to us? Now solution. We have our solution. So now we have our charge. Charge Q is what? 10 microcoulomb. Of course, microcoulomb is not the SI unit of charge. Remember, if you solve without converting to the right SI unit, you may fail. Not you may fail, you will fail. You understand? So converting this to the correct SI unit is because of 10 Micro just means times 10 raised to power negative 6 coulomb. You get? Then we have the force. This is the force, right? So force is equals to 2 times 10 raised to the power 4 Newton, right? And we have to find what? Electric field E. Remember, I told you guys that this is just a video to just explain what electric field is and what concept is. I have a video where we solved a lot of past questions. We solved a lot of difficult, medium, preliminary, easy questions on electric field. You understand? So this is just to give you the overview of what electric field is. So now, what is electric field? This is how you're meant to write it in your test. You understand? You first write the parameters given, then write the equation. Electric field is equals to force over charge. I'm going to show you guys a question where you may not be given this kind of direct questions. You have to use other equations to get this equation, but that is in the other video, right? So go and watch that one. So now we have electric field is equals to, what is the force given to us? 2 times 10 raised to the power negative 4 divided by, how is our charge? Charge is 10 times 10 raised to the power what? Negative what? 6, right? So electric field will be equals to, when you punch that in your calculator, you should get a value of 20. What is unit? Force is in Newton, per charge is what? Coulomb. So 20 Newton per coulomb is the answer. So this is how to solve question when you're being given in tests. You understand? So that first of all, write the parameters, write the equation, then put the value, and then you punch your calculator, and now you've got your answer. Alright, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and watch out for the next video.
All my sins, I've been tripping my